Unfortunately, I oppose HB 6032 because I don't believe that this bill does what it purports to do in its very title, which is the clarification of provisions of the general statutes concerning the use of barrier systems for certain plantings. It appears to me that it mainly just restates the current regulations except for removing a reference to the actual barrier system, which is something that I support. What it does not address, however, is the clarification that the current law restricts planting, yet doesn't address the spread of this invasive species. And this is an aggressive invasive species within the 40-foot buffer that exists between abutting properties and public rights-of-way. HB 6032 also does nothing to define the mechanism or the actual primary agencies that should be responsible for enforcement of this law. I believe that enforcement should be the locality because the infrastructure already exists in most of our towns and cities to, well, that's where the complaints go. If somebody has an issue with running bamboo coming from an adjoining property, they contact local land use or the municipal tree warden or whomever the responsible party is locally. To continue that thought, as defining the locality as the primary enforcer of these regulations, I believe that there should be a clause that is in this bill that also directs any collected fines or costs of remediation to the municipal authority rather than having it drop into a state general fund. So it also is my belief that should enforcement require elevation to a litigious process, that the remedies as well as court costs, legal and other remediation expenses that are associated with the prevailing judgment should be that of the municipality, since the expense of that enforcement would be handled over there. So for all of the deficiencies that I see in HB 6032, as I stated above, there's another bill that's before the committee that has not yet been raised, and that is House Bill 6043, which coincidentally I happen to be the introducer of. I strongly recommend that it be considered, and if not raised, at least be used as a roadmap for amending the 6032 to actually address these problems and make what has been widely recognized as a very, very important piece of legislation a little bit better and give it teeth.